Right, so no, not mentally retarded. That is the biggest scam I've ever seen in my entire life. And, well, aren't we lucky that there's going to be a change of government? Oh, wait a minute. Did everybody still think that 2016 to 2018 was real? Did you honestly believe that prank I played on Mark Hanna back in December 2016? Did you think that was real? Why was that? You see, these people thought I was involved in drugs. I don't know why. So I played a prank back. I was trying to work out what the fuck's going on. I got lied about in 2015. Next minute I'm getting harassed by dickheads. Now, I've even had someone like I was talking tonight said, "Oh, what happened with you and Mark Kenner?" I'm like, well, Mark Kenner and I only met in April 2002. It was actually on my 23rd birthday. Now, I didn't really affiliate with him much, and I didn't. Then there was a time that, because basically he was just someone I hooked up with for sex. And I hooked up with him once for sex at the W Hotel in Woolloomooloo, because I was always at the Tilbury. Back in those days, Rodney Sard was my best friend, and Rodney Sard and I used to meet up at the Tilbury. And then occasionally I'll be, giving someone a call that I knew would be easy to have sex with. Okay, because Rodney Sard was my good friend. Okay, Mark Hanna was someone that was just someone to have sex with. All right, so. And we stayed one night because I was working the next morning early in the city. So we stayed at the W Hotel. I said, "Oh, Mark, you should have your 21st here." So we had his 21st there. Okay. Now, the last time I had anything affiliated with Mark Kenner was his 21st. Okay. By 2003, I had nothing to do with him. So we weren't really friends. Now, I've said this before. I'll give you the timeline. Who are you getting your timeline off? Okay. Because I can give you the timeline. So I've never been involved in drugs and this crap. Never been someone that went out clubbing. Occasionally, like if there was Club Arac on or something that was worthwhile going to. But I worked all the time. Especially after 2002, I worked pretty much 7 days a week. All right. So, but you keep going around in circles. So most of the people that I've ever had dragged in my life since this organisation in 2015, it's like, but I haven't seen them since 2002. And then they're dragging people from my high school into this. It's like, why are you dragging people from my high school? They barely knew me when I was there because Mum just moved there and I went back home to Sydney. So people who don't, like, okay, and I'll be really blunt and say anyone who doesn't know my surname, charge them. If you don't know my surname, then you don't know who I am. So how can you say that we're ever friends and you've harassed my life? Anyone who knows me knows my surname's Fleming, and that's who I'm related to, is the Flemings. I'm not related to the Rackleys. 2 husbands. One's Mark Ian Fleming, Carol's first husband. The other one's Mark Jeffrey Rackley, Carol's second husband. Families are completely different in every single way. Nature, religion, you name it. But I've had nurses harass me. I've had people from Tamworth, social work, you name it. And I'm not backing down. We're going for 10 years now. We want to go for another 10 years? Oh, and why don't I see anyone in my family? Because it's another scam that Carol and her sisters are up to. Why don't I speak to my twin sister? Well, it's another scam. You're going to sit back and tell me this just went on for 10 years I was lied about. And my twin sister's got her head shoved up my mother's ass. It's like, all right, you can get fucked. Like the lies that we're just going around in circles. It's like I've already told you this. People that say they're friends of mine, they open their mouth and say, "Oh, but he's from here." It's like, no, I never said I was from there. I told you this, but I told you very cryptic information because you don't have a right to speak for me. If an organisation needs information about me, they get it from me. If they're getting it from you, it's negligent. And that's a simple fact, basically. So I've never been someone to give too much. It's like, only a selective group would know that I spent a lot of my life growing up in Leichhardt, because they would know that that's where my grandmother Lola's from. They would know that that's where my great-grandmother Mary lived her life out, and that house was owned by my nan's uncle, which is Leo Patrick Sayer, but he didn't live in it until he was an old man. He lived in Bellevue Hill because he did. He lived in Edgecliff Road, Bellevue Hill, down the road from where Tommy Williams, Nan's uncle, and Gary Williams, Nan's cousin, lived. So a selective group of people would know that information. It's not something I tell everyone. A great example of that is Sam Delati has no idea. Sam Delati I dated I dated. I only met him the first time in August 2001. Towards the end of the year, we dated, and I left him before Pop died in 2002. Okay? But every Tuesday, I would be driving from Manly to go pick my grandmother up and then drive back in the city to Leichhardt to go to John Street, which is the nursing home we put Uncle Fred in, when we sold 43 Piper Street, Leichhardt in 1999. Every Tuesday. I never invited Sam to come with me. Actually, I'm trying to think if he may have come with me once, but I've never invited. He may have actually. I think. Oh, no, wouldn't have. I would have made Uncle Fred uncomfortable. No, because by that stage, no. So I never invited him. So he never, and that's every Tuesday. Okay, was driving from Manly to the suburbs, go get Lola back into the city, then take Lola back to the suburbs. I'd normally stay there or drive back to Manly. Depends what I had on. If I had work the next day, I would go back. But that's right up until Uncle Fred passed away. He passed away just before, a couple of months before Pop did in 2002. Now, Sam Delati, okay, he wasn't even introduced to my dad at Reginald George Purdey's funeral. So that's my mum's father. So he carries on, he knows the family. No, he doesn't. Because I didn't introduce him because he was nothing more than sex. Because that's all he was. It wasn't a long-term relationship. It wasn't anything more. He might have wanted more, but it was dating and sex. I was very focused on buying a house, having money, having savings. Ever stayed with him is because he was so demanding. He's like, wanted me to stay with him. So, okay. And, and that's the truth. You can say fuck off all you want, but that's the truth. So, my father, Mark Ian Fleming, was at Reginald George Purdey's funeral. He was there. I left Sam with Sam. I left Sam. Like Sam and I weren't even dating during that period of time, but he did show up at my grandfather's funeral, and I left him with his mother. Basically, said stay put, and went over and spoke to my dad and thanked him for coming, to the funeral. And he basically said, "Like, I'm not going to come to the wake, Justin. I don't want to be around your mother and her sisters," which is fair enough. I think Dad did come to the wake briefly and then left. He just doesn't like that behaviour, and I don't blame Dad. I really can't stand Mum and her sisters as well. It's just unfortunate that Dad chose the wrong person to marry, and we're stuck with being related to them. But look, even my mum's parents didn't like their daughters, so for me it's like, I don't care. My own grandparents, who I was closest to, didn't even like their daughters, so that tells you. Like, Nan is the one who raised me. Lola and Reg Purdey, I was Nan's favourite. Amanda was Pop's favourite. End of story. So so look, people, like, I've had Sam Delati comment from social media because he saw photos of Lebanese, and he's like, "Oh, thought you were this." Now they're saying you've got Lebanese cousins, and what these stupid people did was contact my mother's side. Okay, so on social media there was a photo of Christy Saruni. Okay, and her children, my husband. So Christy Saruni is my dad's sister's daughter. And it says Justin's favourite cousin. Then dickheads were telling Christy Childs this. And they're like, oh, that's Christy Childs. No, that's Christy Saruni is my cousin. Christy Childs is the deadbeat on my mum's side. Two different families. So I can easily tell that Christy Childs has gathered people that I really couldn't care less with, keeping in touch with ex-partners. She's a fucking deadbeat. Oh, she's Robin Childs' daughter. Like, she would be trying to be friends with people that I know, and she's a deadbeat fucking social worker. All she's good at doing is pouring beers at a pub. She's a loser. Honest to fucking God. She's an absolute deadbeat that my grandmother Lola we used to say, don't tell her your business. Don't tell her your business. Look, she's a Dory Evans, Justin. She wants information about you so they can bitch. Robin's the same. My daughters are the same. Stop telling your business. I said, I don't know. She goes, well, how do they know this? I'm like, I don't know, gossip. She goes, well, you don't keep on social, like, even Nan was like, don't put them on social media. My Nan knew what they were like. She goes, you're there, whip in post. I'll tell you this straight. Marianne Mihowski and Robin Childs thinks that my Nan hated my mother. No. No. Nan always said she was harder on Mum, but expected Mum to turn out better than the other daughters. Robin needed more care because Robin's a bit mentally retarded. A bit of a window licker. We used to put her in a swing all day and push her because I didn't have time for Robin. So like I had for your mother. And Marianne was the baby the family. And that's fucking true. And if those deadbeats aren't arrested for coming into Sydney, oh, that's fucking true. Ask them. They used to put another time they had a swing that used to clip onto the door frame. They used to put Robin Childs in. And every time she woke up, they'd say, give her a push. She goes, that's as much time I've ever had. All right? And that's the truth. Now, Nan said she hated going to the horse shows with Carol. But, she did that to be there for Mum. Like, police haven't actually arrested my mum's family or people that know them yet. And I've just been harassed by them for 10 years. So I'm not close to the scummy little cunt Robin Childs. And I'm definitely not close to the scummy little cunt Robin Childs' friends. And I'm definitely not close to scummy cunt Marion Mihowski or Christy Childs or any of those family members on my mother's side. Oh, to the point that in 2013, I was going to pay... Ooh. To the point that in 2013, I was going to entrap Belinda Jeffries' cocaine dealer, Ush, to go and speak with them. Oh, I don't use drugs, but Belinda Jeffries told me that she deals in cocaine. She did, with her friend Ush. And I was like, and I was like, wait a minute. Criminal, Russian, goes to jail to be deported to Russia. I'm sure he doesn't want to serve time in a Russian prison. Maybe I can speak to Ush, and he can go and speak to Robin fucking cunt Childs. Okay? Because let me tell you guys something. I'm going to end it there. Every time Fat Guts used to leave my grandmother's house, Nan was straight on the phone to me and said, I've had my lovely daughter here. And this is what she said. I'm like, I'll fucking kill her, Nan. She goes, no, you're not going to say anything, Justin. You won't say anything. I said, oh, this is just going to keep going on and on. No, she goes, no, you're not going to say anything. When I'm dead, do whatever you want. But bite your tongue, because she'll stop me seeing you. I'll tell you now, they're bullies. You saw the way that Denny had to stand up to her back in 2003. Denny, I told you what happened back then when Denny put her through the toilet door. I told you what she did then. So will you listen to me, not say anything? I'm like, all right. Oh, she's a fucking little cunt, Robin Childs. Needs a good smack in the mouth. Yeah, Denny didn't hit her hard enough. That's for sure. Lying fucking bitch that she is. Let's watch the organisation that Robin Childs, Christy Childs works for. And let's see where they get any further with their little disability scams. Oh, they're good at it. Yes, yeah, Nan did. She goes, I told you. You're not going to say a thing. I told you what really happened in 2003. Because you came in here. And that's what she goes, you came in here fuming, going off about Denny, taking Sis's side. And I called you in the bedroom. I said, right, sit down. What did Sis say to you? And I told Nan. She goes, that's rubbish. I'll tell you exactly what Sis did. Sis was hounding me and bullying me, Justin, and Denny stuck up for me. So you might want to start listening when I tell you the truth about my daughters. Hey, Miriam Mihowski, fuck off, because Nan told me the truth about you, you fat cunt too. Yeah. They did. Oh, the dirty abos that are affiliated with Miriam Mihowski and Robin Childs. Fuck off, mate. What do you think you're entitled to, abo cunt? My grandparents hated you. Yeah, Reg and Lola included. Dare to debate me on that. Okay. The year 2000. Nan sits me down Pop actually sat me down first to bitch about Robin Childs, and then Nan sat there and said, I'll tell you now about her friends. I don't like the fact that your mother now affiliates with the O'Briens. Like, what? Well, they're sisters' friends. And that, was it, Karen O'Brien, I think it was. Karen O'Brien, I can't believe Marion doesn't remember all the trouble that Karen O'Brien caused for her at school. And they're over there thick as thieves now. Well, let me tell you what Karen's mother, Sue, did. Sue's my age, Justin, and she slept with Denny. There you go. Call me a liar, Purdey bitches. Call me a fucking liar, cunts. Go on. How do I know the information? Am I lying about what Robin Childs' deadbeat friend Sue did? Am I lying? Huh? Did she sleep with Denny? Because it came straight from your mother's mouth to me in the year 2000, you dumb cunts. You're fucked. You, the organisations, a lot of yous. And if Belinda Jeffries was smart, she'll tell fucking Ush to go and deal with you three. Well, Mum's better off, a bit better than you three cunts. But Christy fucking cunt Childs. Yeah, Nan always says she never flogged you hard enough. Marion fucking Cunt Mahowski and Robin Fat Guts Childs. We had to put up with you. That was it. Once Nan's dead, we were told we never have to put up with you again. You, your scummy little low-life friends, you're deadbeats, and yeah, that is true. Pop even said that Mum did needlework, cooking. They sent her to ballroom dancing lessons and tennis lessons. This bullshit about, your mum always says, I was to keep away from the horses. It's like, no, Robin was a deadbeat that did woodwork and metalwork. Like, seriously, like Pop said, going, what daughter does woodwork and metalwork? Mum was Pop's favourite. I can tell you, all the shit that I know about Robin Childs came directly from Reg. Yeah. And it did. They wanted Mum to be more like Nan's side of the family. Basically, they put all this into Mum. Like everything, whether it was knowledge, education, being around her grandmother. She was closer to her grandmother Mary and Uncle Fred. She was the one that got I don't know, according to Mum, she never got love and attention of Nan. But anyway, Nan tells a different story. Nan said, your mother's got an issue because when Marion came along, I was older, basically. So, and things were different. But anyway, Nan tells it her side. I'm sure Mum tells it her side. I don't really give a fuck, to be honest. I don't really give a fuck. Doesn't put extra pay back in my wallet. But I know what, Mum did do tennis lessons, ballroom dancing lessons, needlework and cooking. I think shorthand, like Nan actually studied shorthand as well. Nan was a clerk before she had to give it up to raise Robin. And yeah, so basically that's it. So, and as for the horses, Nan said, do you really think, Justin, that an old person sleeping in the back of a horse float, going from one showground to the next, going to Wellington Royal, we went to Canberra Royal, do you think that I would much prefer to be snug at home in my bed in front of the heater, or slopping around horse shows in a public, going to using the showers there? Like, I did that for your mother. I did that for your mother. And then, of course, when you guys got older to see you ride. But I did it to go and watch Carol, to support your mum. I would much prefer to be elsewhere than at a bloody horse show, and your mum doesn't see that. So there you go. Am I lying? Because Nan was at even up in Moore Park, Nan was there at the Royals and the Nationals. So am I lying? Nan was there for Mum more than anyone else. So I'm not lying. Mum seems to forget that. And maybe she changed when she got older, Nan, but, according to both Nan and Pop, they both changed when Mum decided to marry Mark Rackley, her second husband. You can go through the documents, and what my family can do is we can all sit in a court and debate it. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. You've cost me money with these organisations for 10 years and you're going to pay it. So at the end of the day, what I've said is the truth, and I've backed up with documents, but who gives a fuck? You've used that as a tool to manipulate groups and organisations that have damaged my life probably forever. And you're going to pay for it. So that's where we're at. Simple. And as if I want some scummy piece of fucking shit, thank you very much. You want to see my bank statements? Oh, I'm very good at keeping lots of bank statements. Oh, and the ones that were notarized as well, went through Department of Foreign Affairs. What is Carl going to say? It was only a couple of 100,000. Yeah, 200,000 is not a lot. But I'll tell you what is a lot of money. That's pain and suffering. So you can pay me 200,000. Here we go. See, I've got everything. Every bit of savings documented. You can pay everything to a Star Casino. I've got the original documents. So everything. Okay. So you can pay me the 200,000 in savings, assets, belongings, and you can pay me the loss of salary as well, because that's a good chunk. Then we're getting up to a lot of money. But the most damage that you're going to pay me is the pain and suffering. Okay? And you're going to pay me that for the rest of my... Oh, you think I'm joking. You picked the wrong person to pay your mental retarded games with, didn't you? Oh, you still believe that 2017 was real? Right. Because I walk around calling people Nana. I'm not a fool that didn't know that you manipulated an organisation to follow me around. Yeah. I wanted to shut down disability organisations like you wouldn't believe. Oh, I've seen Robin Childs fucking scam this for years. I've seen Mary Mahowska scam it for years. So, what, you really believe that I didn't know I wasn't getting followed around by groups and organisations? The best part about this is, guys, you pretty much bugged me. Monitoring, surveillance, tracking, bugging, all criminal offences that carry a jail sentence and it's extremely compensatable. My life's damaged. The health conditions that causes has already been proven in the past to see what damages that they actually cause. You're talking big money there. So, yes, that's right, Carol. $200,000 is not a lot of money. But what you're going to pay me is. Good luck, scummy cunts.